This channel is for adults and not for kids. Hey guys, thanks for stopping back by. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about the brand new Vampirella figure put out by the Frazetta girls, part of their Icon Collectibles line. Let's see. Let me show you guys the box first. So it's really cool. That's how she looks in the box. All the stuff you get. And when you pull out the inner flap, there's this really cool reproduction of one of Frazetta's paintings of Vampirella. And they pretty much nailed the very curvy, thick, voluptuous look that Frank Frazetta would paint his women. Let me show you one, guys, the one that I opened up. And yeah, she's not a skinny stick. This this action figure has curves. And it should have curves because, like I said, it's based on Frazetta's artwork. This is his version of Vampirella. She comes with this really cool little graveyard base, and there's Frazetta's tombstone. You get a cool monster skull. You can place wherever you want. Some more skulls. All these tombstones that you pop in. You get some bats that can clip their little feet on that tree. And then you get Vampirella. And this was always my favorite version of Vampirella, the way that Frank painted her and drew her with the Betty Page bangs and the, you know, she just looks like one of his Frazetta girls. They all have that really iconic look to them. If you're going to display it on this base out of the package, I recommend that you guys heat up the little ground, and then you should probably drop some glue into the little holes and then pop these tombstones in, because the tombstones don't want to, look at, see, they kind of pop out really easy. So when I'm done filming this, I'm going to put some glue in there and just make sure they don't pop back out. That's the only complaint I have is concerning the little base, is that the tombstones don't stay in all that great. But as far as the figure goes, I don't have any complaints about this girl. She's super cool. This is my favorite this is my favorite Vampirella action figure that I have. Let's see. Let's get rid of the little bat. Put him down there. And let me show you guys how she looks compared to some other Vampirellas. Here she is next to the Moore's Action Collectibles Vampirella from back in the day. Let's take her off her little base. So on this base, she's got pegs that fit in her feet that help her stand. And she stands fine without them, but as far as, like, you know, safely making sure she doesn't fall down, I would use those little pegs. Let me get her to stand up. So the More Action Collectibles one is obviously on a little stand, but she's a lot shorter than the Frazetta Girls one. Still, that's a cool looking figure. And then here's the comparison everybody will be doing is the Loose Collector Vampirella, which is a cool figure, but he needs to work on the ankles. If you guys notice, this one is glued because it easily snapped off, and I had to glue it back. That irritated the shit out of me. But she is about the same, or maybe she's a little bit taller. The face is way prettier on the new one. This new one has ass for days, just like the way Frazetta would paint or draw. She's super curvy. This one is just kind of lackluster in the ass department compared next to her. Let's see. Speaking of ass, there is Tigra from Fire and Ice, from the Frazetta girls from Icon Collectibles. And I know a lot of people were thinking that this Vampirella was just going to be Tigra's body, but repainted. But it is not. It is a completely new figure. They're both curvy, but they are different. And yeah, I don't think any of these parts are reused. I don't think so. They don't look it to me. There's the all-important shot, and you're welcome. But yeah, they're different bodies, different figures. Her face is really pretty. She's got sort of a lavender eyeshadow. They did such a good job on her. And yeah, this is my favorite, is this sort of neutral face with the, like I said, the Betty Page bangs, the long hair. But she also comes with, this hair, which is how she was drawn in the 90s. So this 90s haircut, and she's got an open yelling vampire face where you can see her fangs. And then she's got another face where she just drank somebody's blood. And the hairstyles are interchangeable between the three different heads. So you could have the 90s hair on that head also. But I'm very old school when it comes to Vampirella. Even though I collected the comics from the 90s, you know, when I close my eyes and think of Vampirella, I think of Frazetta's version of her, and that's this version. Yeah, the only negative I could say would be with the base. The little bats are cool. They're a little finicky, though. They've got these little tiny feet. They're little hooked hands, little hooked feet, and you can hook them up onto the tree, like that little guy back there. But they're kind of finicky, kind of fidgety. So just be careful with them. Don't lose them. But I definitely recommend dropping some glue in here. It didn't quite fit, so I heated this base up with a hairdryer, and then they fit in there, but they just don't want to stay. They pop out very easily. So I think a little bit of glue will go a long way. I'm actually going to take some moss green and you know, sort of put a little bit of moss on the tombstones and around the dirt area just to try and give it a little more life, because it's all kind of a one note sort of dirt muddy look, and I want it to be just a, you know, a little bit more going on, kind of like the base for the more action collectible one. Maybe not quite as exotic with the lizards and all that stuff. I mean, it's cool, but like this, I want all this sort of like moss on the rocks and stuff. So I'm going to paint mine up to get it to look kind of like that. You don't have to do that. Like, fresh out of the box, she's very cool. It's a cool, you know, figure with base, but I just want it to have a little bit more oomph to it. So like I showed you guys, she does stand up fine without the little pegs, but if you're going to have her posed up on your shelf, I recommend the little pegs, just, you know, so it doesn't fall over. Yeah, these little bats are kind of a pain in the ass. He said in frustration. Did any of you guys order this figure? I ordered it directly from the Frazetta Girls website, but she is in stock right now at Big Bad Toy Store. And yeah, she's super cool. If you are a monster kid, I don't know how you can not want one of these. Vampirella is a super cool character from the 70s, from Frank Frazetta, and just a really cool part of monster kid history. As an amazing action figure, it's probably one of the best female action figures to date. And yeah, if you're thinking about it, I would pick one up now. I wouldn't wait too long. All right, guys, I'll be back with some more monsters very soon. Thanks for stopping by. Happy Halloween.